Hello, everybody. It's Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Time for our Supporter Hashtag Creatives podcast episode. And tonight's guest is Swehla Hunt, mental health advocate, recording artist, and screenwriter. And welcome, Swehla. So let me say a few words about Supporter Hashtag Creatives, and then we'll be on our way. You'll be able to introduce yourself. So my organization is called Supporter Hashtag Creatives. We level the playing field for underrepresented demographics such that they'd have much chance as everybody else to get their projects made and seen. I'm also on the board of directors of the Bella Levy Foundation. The goal of the Bella Levy Foundation is to fight human trafficking and provide a safe haven for its warriors. So once again, welcome, Swehla. We have a lot of interesting questions to ask you tonight so people can learn about you. So let's start by just give you a brief introduction about yourself, and then we'll begin.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. This is just an honor. I am from Omaha, Nebraska, but born and raised, and then I went to college in Huntsville, Alabama, where I met my husband, and we lived in Omaha for a while, and then we moved to where I'm currently at in Virginia, the Chesapeake area of Virginia. I'm an educator, and I know you'll be telling more about me, but I'm an educator, and then, coach and musician, recording artist, and I write. I'm a screenwriter. So I'm just excited to be here today.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that introduction. And before we start, can you relate how the two of us hooked up?
Yes, I can. I am an actor, so we met actually at our premiere of Whispers. I'm in a movie called Whispers. That's about human trafficking, and you were there, and I was introduced to you by my manager, Ronnie Johnson. So that's Ronnie Johnson Jones, excuse me. So that is how we met and we were introduced, and I'm very happy to be with you and have met you that evening.
Okay, thank you. That is, I always think it's important to attend screenings and film festivals or any place where people might be getting together. That way I can hopefully make connections. And lo and behold, I'm so glad that we got to meet each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I know there are a number of things that you have a passion about, and let's start with your being an advocate for mental health. Tell us about that. How you how you get your message out there, et cetera. So let's talk about that.
Okay. So yes, I am really an advocate for mental health. I think it's very important that we all take the time to make sure that we are in tune with our bodies emotionally, because a lot of times we suppress so many things that we go through, so much trauma, we suppress it. So it's very important that we allow ourselves to become free from those type of burdens. So I have a podcast, Epic You, that I've had for a while. I took a little break, but it's going to be coming back February the 12th. And basically, that's how I get the word out. I also do coaching, private coaching sessions as well, and help individuals with their, mental health, as well as a lot of times people feel stuck and they're not really quite sure how to get past certain barriers. So I definitely help with that, because my thing is I want people to live their epic life. I don't want people to stay in whatever. If they're stuck, I just don't want them to stay stuck. So that's just where I am. So that is how I do it, through the coaching segments as well as through Epic U podcast. And then I had an Epic U TV show. And so February the 12th, I'm going to elide my podcast and my TV show. And you'll begin to see something there with that, so that we can keep our, mental health fresh and stable. So that's what I do. And
Fantastic.
I'm a advanced transformational coach / health coach. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us more about being an advanced transformational life coach.
So what that does is it actually, what I do is I allow people to talk about, those things that, of course, they are maybe having self-sabotage issues with, or they just need a clear path. A lot of my clients really just need a clear path. They need to reevaluate who they are. And as an advanced transformational coach, you can go a little deeper in and figure out some things through just, certain questions. And then there's action steps that I do give as well to kind of get people back on their path. And it's people really, they enjoy it. And I enjoy coaching, but they enjoy being in the coaching segments. They really do. So I feel blessed.
Well, that's great when you can makes it easy to relate to the people who are seeking your advice. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so how long have you been doing this life coaching?
So the life coaching, I really started in COVID, and I enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed helping people with their problems or their situations. It seems like naturally people would come to me anyway. So I during COVID, when all of us were at home working or trying to figure out things, this was a time where I decided that I wanted to do something with this side of me. So I went back to school and got licensed um, to be a, a coach. So it's been since the beginning of COVID, and I started off as life coach and in a dual program to be a life coach and a health coach. And then they said if I wanted to do postgraduate work, I could. So of course I was going to go ahead and take that opportunity. So I went all of the way, life coach, health coach. Then I was transformational coach. And then that we had even a more deeper dive opportunity to go into where we can really help people. There's some people that really don't want to do counseling. And there's nothing wrong with counseling. I think it's very healing as well. I think sometimes the stigma sometimes keeps people from not wanting to all the time. And that's what I do too, is help people to know that, this is a positive thing. There's just, we all need to talk to somebody. The thing that they like about the coach, though, is that you have that those action steps. You have that accountability partner that's there with you all of the time, and they feel like they're working towards something. So they don't have to go so far deep into whatever's going on, but they're able to just say some, and then I'm able to help them with this, the different skills that I've acquired. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that term, accountability partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, everybody needs a partner. Everybody needs a cheerleader. And I think, once they know that they're in a no judge zone, we have the greatest time, and things come up that they never even planned on coming up because it's such a relaxing setting. So, and that's my job, to help people to feel relaxed so that they can release and then move forward with where they need to be in their epic life.
That's great. Yeah. Where did you get your training for this, being the transformational life coach?
Health Institute out of Ohio.
Okay.
It's a wonderful school. It's very great. Hmm. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, you also have conferences, right? So,
Mhm.
tell us about the conferences and how that works.
So my husband and I have a organization that's called Sustain the Change, and Sustain the Change was born out of a situation where I had a stillbirth, my second stillbirth actually. And so, but I was determined that I really did not want to. I knew the path that I could just feel myself getting ready to get into depression. So I decided, before we get there, let's start. I wanted to make a difference in others' lives. I knew that just as I had lost my children, there were people out there that had lost a lot of different things, opportunities. They were still wanting these great things to happen in their lives, and they weren't happening. So I just felt at that point, while I was healing, that I really wanted to just help other people to, get that change, you know, and then sustain it. So, because a lot of times we have conferences and we go to conferences and it's woo woo, and then when it's over, it's just over. So, what my husband and I did is we have a lot of different mental health coaches, lawyers, doctors, therapists, even financial experts. And they come on, and we do these conferences, and we help people to be able to get through their situations. And they love it because it is, amen. Yes, it is to have that tribe. That is so true. But the thing about it is that what we love about Sustain the Change is that we have the conference, and then at the end, people can already connect with people, and they feel, as Danielle said, that they are taking this tribe with them, for support. So it works out. It's really great. Sometimes they're 2 days, sometimes they're 3 days. I'm getting ready to start those back as well, because they're powerful. They really are. Hmm.
Do you have these conferences all over the country, or just in the area where you live?
Well, right now, because that was birthed at COVID too. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So we have really had a lot of them, in Virginia. Now, Zoom, virtually, we've had some as well. Like, we had one in New Jersey, but it was all virtual, and people had a really good time with that. There was a lot of releasing and healing, so that was really great as well. But right now we've had them in the East Coast, but really, whoever, we want to extend them out further to the whole world if we can, because we don't want people to just, say, yes, I want to change, or change for a little bit. We want people to sustain their change. And that's what we're about, helping people to have this, sustaining
Yeah.
skills. That's what we want.
Yeah, Danielle is asking, where in New Jersey did you have the conference?
I believe it was Trenton was where we had it,
Okay.
and people enjoyed it. They did. So we're going to be putting we're planning some more. And now after COVID, we're able to even, have physical, be there physically. And so that'll be great too, but we'll probably do it more hybrid so that people that can't travel will be able to come as well. So we'll just watch, Swehla Hunt, check me out. We'll get it out, and I'm sure Alan will get it out too.
Yeah. So what is the formal name of your conference?
It's called the Sustain the Change Conference.
Oh, okay. You already mentioned it. Okay.
That's what it's called. Yes.
Nice.
And there's T-shirts and all kind of merch. But yes, it's Sustain the Change Conference.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't it? It sure did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. It even got me. That's around the same time that I started doing this show, actually, during COVID.
During COVID. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you already mentioned the Epic You, the podcast and TV show. I know, and you said you're going to be starting it up again on February 12th. Is that going to be the TV show and the podcast, or one or the other, or both?
It'll be both. So it'll be
both. Okay.
I'm going to put it together because I enjoy doing both of them, but they're both kind of helping to do some of the same things. So it'll just be together because there's already a section where I'm interviewing someone who is living their epic life, and they're all different types of people. Some of them you may have heard of, some of them maybe not, but so we'll just put it all together. So, yeah.
Okay. So this is the structure of the show, to have a number of different interviews throughout the show. Is that how that works?
Well, really, the show is I have some coaching segments in there. So there's usually a theme, there's usually a theme for each of the segments. So we'll talk about your mind, how to work with have a positive mindset. So we'll do some mindset coaching. We'll do some soul coaching. We'll do some heart check. So that's your emotions. And then, so I have different segments there where you will be able to learn about different things and gain different strategies. And then there's always someone that has been down the road, and then you can definitely, learn from that person as well. So that's it. Then we always leave you with a coaching thought and an action step.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll make sure, obviously, that as February 12th gets closer, that we'll be publicizing this on social media, so everybody will know how to tune in.
Yeah, how to tune in and sign up. I see you, Valerie. Yes, we're going to get all of that out to you, but basically, I do the different podcasts and things on Buzzsprouts, and then we put them on. I put them on different platforms, so you can be looking for it on Facebook Live for sure, because that's the one that Facebook. That's the platform that I use a lot, and then you'll be able to find it on my YouTube channel as well.
Okay, fantastic. So lots of places where people will be able to tune in, which is great. The more platforms, the better. This way,
yeah, absolutely.
Well, this is really great. I'm looking forward to to it starting up again. And when did you start it initially? Oh, you said during COVID, of course, right? Yeah.
Okay. And really, it started on Roku. So it's another organization, Spirit of Excellence, that I was with, and I'm still with them. But they had a Roku channel, and that's what they do. They inspire people all day long. And so, of course, I wanted to be a part of that as well. So a lot of things started during COVID. So, it's unfortunate that a lot of people passed away too. But some people were able to also start new beginnings. So that's what I did. I didn't just sit there. I just said, well, this is the time to get going and start inspiring people. So that's what I did.
Yeah. So is there going to be a way for people to who want to be guests on your show to let you know? Will there be people be able to contact you somehow through a website or something like that?
Yes, people can actually right now, just if they would like to be a part of it, they can contact me at Total Discoveries, the number 4 and the letter U. Total Discoveries, the number 4 and the letter U at gmail.com. So if you would like to be a guest on there, if you are living your epic life and you want to share with the world, then let's talk, because that's what this is about, inspiring everyone to live their epic life.
Okay. Okay. So is it Total Discovery, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com?
And it's actually Total Discoveries. So IES instead of the Y.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the corrected link up there. Hold on.
Yeah,
So Total Discoveries for you. Got it.
So yeah. So RIES. Mm-hmm.
For you at gmail.com. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay.
That's
There
it.
we go. Okay. So once again, for those who are watching without video, it's Total Discoveries, number 4, letter U at gmail.com to if you're interested in being on the Epic U show. Very good. Yeah.
Or if you want to just contact me at all, that would be the one. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Let's move on to a different topic now. Because you're an actor, a writer, and a film director. So, tell us about your favorite genre to produce when making films.
So, I really love right now. Well, the one that I'm working on right now, one of my favorites is sci-fi. So I'm writing while I love romantic, stories. I love Christian. That's anything that I do is going to be faith-based, because my company is called Hunt Film Productions, and so, but our tagline is restoring faith through movies. So there again, the stories that God is giving me is there to inspire you again to move, to have that faith, to get up and trust and do what you're called to do. So that's it. So I write plays and I also write film. And the film, this particular one is a sci-fi film. I'm very excited about it. It hits some deep issues that need to be addressed, but it's not going to be over your head. I mean, anyone will be able to sit down and just really enjoy this story. That's what I'm excited about. It's very relatable to people, and some of these things have happened in my life, believe it or not. People that are in it, that are watching it, are probably like, what? But yeah, a few of these things have happened. So sci-fi is it, but I like it because it has a different touch to it.
We'll be talking more about the singer and songwriter side of Swehla a little bit later in the show. So so stay tuned. So what is the name of this project you just mentioned? The sci-fi project.
It's called Remedium. Mm-hmm.
Remedium. Interesting name. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you delve a little into the plot, or is that be giving too much away?
I think it would give it away, but I think that the main thing is what Remedium allows you to do is you have a chance to make a decision to do the right thing. And I think that's really what it kind of boils down to. Just um, how you deal with certain situations with truth. I think that's what we're going to be diving a lot into. So Remedium, you don't want to miss Remedium. It's gonna be a mind changer on you, I tell you.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other upcoming films or something that you have that you have plans, maybe different along different areas in terms of the process and everything? If that is the life cycle of a film. Anything else you can reveal right now?
Yeah, so I'm working on Remedium, and then I'm also working on something more for the holiday season as well. So it's a very nice romantic movie, I think. And it's going to be centered around the holidays. So I think that it's nice to have good, romance, during the holidays. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but it's centered around a small community, a church community, and it's a good story. I enjoy writing it. I love when the stories develop and you're excited and you keep on writing. I mean, but that's gonna be something to look forward to too. So, and then I have a play that I've written that I am getting ready to do here in the East Coast. I've done it in the Midwest, but now I'm getting ready to do it in the East Coast. So we'll be casting for those three things coming up. So if you Hunt Film Productions, if you're wanting to act and you're interested in those three projects, please email Hunt Film Productions and just say I heard you on the podcast with Alan, and I'm interested, and we'll talk.
Okay. Yeah. So is there a website for Hunt Film Productions that people can contact you through, or do you want to give out the
I
email?
usually just do the email right now.
Okay. And so what's the email?
Hunt Film Productions 2 at gmail.com.
Let's say Hunt Film Productions 2, the number 2.
Mm-hmm. The number 2.
Okay. 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 Let's see. Yeah. Show. Okay. Hunt Film Productions 2, the number 2 at gmail.com if you're interested in any of the projects that Swehla has mentioned. I'm really excited that you're coming up with all these projects. I think it's great. Can't wait. I hope
Thank
definitely
you.
have the
Thank
opportunity to
you.
see it. Can't wait. It's gonna be something to look forward to. That's because
Yes.
that's what I do. I support creatives. That's like the name says, and it excites me when people are realizing, making a reality the projects that they want to do. So it's so great.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's go into music now, as it's been requested. So here we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell us about some of your musical projects that
All
you've done
right.
or coming up. Either way.
All right. So something these are things that I love to do, coaching. I love to act. I love to really just express myself, creatively through those genres. But one that I've done a lot that people know me even more for is singing. So singing and playing piano have been my thing my whole life. So, and I appreciate Valerie, that's my sister. I appreciate her coming on and just talking because that's my love. I have too. And I love everything that I just said that I do. But that's my first love. So the singing is pretty much, I have two projects out. I have Unique God, which I did quite a while ago. And then I have Satisfied. Satisfied can be found on most of the platforms. I mean, if you just Google my name, excuse me, Swehla Hunt, I mean, you'll find me. But it's on Spotify, it's on Amazon, it's on iTunes, it's on uh, you can even start a channel on Pandora and have a Swela channel. So you can find me just on most of the platforms, seriously. And it's out there, satisfied,
Oh,
without the
oh,
L.
oh,
Mhm.
that's right. Oh,
That's
I was
okay.
going to type it in. Okay, yes, satisfied. I'll
Yes,
say that
yes,
again.
yes. But I appreciate you putting it up. So yes, so this is about just project is about just being, satisfied where I am, because sometimes we get to that place where we're living that epic life, and then we just keep wanting more and more and more, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this was a time in my life where I was looking at the blessings, of God, and just really saying that I was satisfied despite things that had happened. I was satisfied. So this project came out before Epic U. So this is it was my journey at that particular time in my life, where I just wanted to just be content and just, find the lemonade and not, focus so much on the lemons. So that was where I was at. And, you know, so the songs that you hear are songs that I wrote. There's one song that is a song that I sing with Juan Lively from the jazz band. We sing His Eyes on the Sparrow. Of course, I did not write that song, but I did Juan and I arranged that song. So that's one that you'll check out. And then I sang something about that name and Lead Me, O Lord, on Bobby Jones. He had a program back for new artists. So actually, I sang for him twice. So he enjoyed it and asked me to come back again. So all from that album. So you'll want to check it out. Satisfied. I'm finding that many people say that it relaxes them, it calms them, it refocuses them. Lead Me, O Lord is like a favorite. Wonderful Words of Life is pretty jazzy. Something about that name, if you like a little funky. So there's all different kinds of things, even classical, you can find it. I mean, because I wanted to try to reach as many people as I could. So there's a lot of different genres on there so that people can find what they like and then tune in and relax and chill back. So that's Satisfied. You can go on any of them, but Spotify, iTunes, you can find them, Pandora, Amazon, but that's it.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, right. And see,
Oh, and can I say one more thing?
of
When
course.
you listen to He's All You Need, I want to focus on that one too, because um, I s- I was working at Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company, and I was over their choir. Sears has a choir, Mutual of Omaha has a choir. So I was the director over their choir, and the director, actually the VP, wanted us to sing for the roast of the CEO, and that kind of led to us, unfortunately, the CEO had passed away. So then we sang for his funeral. And then we ended up singing for President Bush. So it kind of built up, but he's all, check that song out. He's All You Need, because that was requested by the CEO's family.
Okay.
And I wrote that specifically for them, which, you know, that experience led us to the president. So it's just that is a really special album to me. And more are coming, but that's what's out there now. So.
Okay. So that's He's All You Need. That's what it is, right?
That's the song, yes, that I
He's
wrote.
All You Need. Okay.
Mhm. But all of them I wrote, but that's the song to just, another song to check out.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So, how long were you with the Mutual of Omaha choir?
I was with them for at least about 2-3 years as their director. As
Cool.
their director, because then I was called to teach for the public schools, and I taught music, and I've been teaching ever since. So, yeah.
Oh,
So it was a great opportunity. That was an opportunity I'll never forget, because these individuals came during their lunch break, and they came to release, just like I've been talking about the whole time, and just enjoy themselves, and just motivate themselves and just rejuvenate themselves. And we had a wonderful time rehearsing, but it ended up that, if you've been with me in choirs, I always feel like we need to be ready and prepared for moments, because I always feel like, you're going to go someplace. We're going to be someplace. We're going to be in this place that we never thought of. So I'm always reaching for stars, and it always works. And I know they were like, why is it that we're practicing so hard? I mean, like, this is our lunch break. I'm like, but you never know what can happen. And they were so happy when we started to get all these gigs. And then when when Senator Chuck Hagel called and was like, can you all sing for President Bush? We were blown away, because, see, he had been at the funeral for the CEO. So then they could see that the importance of being ready for opportunities. It's just very, very important. So.
Yeah. So how long have you been teaching music in the schools?
I have been teaching music in the schools since, well, I've been a teacher since 95. Now I'm telling my age. But since 1995, I started in the Christian schools, and then I transitioned to public school around 2008. I switched over to public school, and I feel like, God switched me over to public schools. In fact, that's when I got my master's in, I already had my master's in education, but they wanted me to be licensed. So I went back and got that in 2008. And so that's what we did. But I guess I went back in even 2006, 2000, no, because I was at Mutual in 2005. So 2006, I went back, and I worked in special ed, and then I was a music teacher. So.
Yeah. Did you focus on a particular grade in school, or did you teach multiple grades of music?
So I teach everyone. So I'm K through 12 certified, and then I have my master's as well. Again, I didn't want to be pigeonholed with just one area, because I wanted to just be prepared for whatever opportunity I would get. So, or I may get tired of an area. So I just kind of went for it all. But I have taught all of the grades. I've been when I was in Omaha, I was over the UNO gospel choir, and that was in Omaha, Nebraska. And that was, on the college level. And then I was I taught middle school for quite a long time as well. So I did my student teaching in elementary and well, all of the areas because I was K through 12. So I've it's been a while since I've done all the areas, and I feel blessed for that because sometimes people feel like, well, wow, you were in one area and then you went to another area. But again, I find that I I'm asked to go to those different areas. It's not that I'm, quitting or anything like that. It's like we need you in this next area. So I feel like excited that I'm able to just, try new experiences. So
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about your songwriting in a totally different area. So let's talk about the Whispers One Saga, which is the screening where I was
where we
introduced to
met.
Swehla, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited that Ronnie, my producer, I mean my she's my manager, but at the same time, we're partners as well. So, business partners. And um, I, do things. I was on the production team. She asked me to be on that as well. So I helped with the music. She asked me to help with that and kind of get some music laid down and background music for the movie. But then the theme song, she had some the Lord had impressed her, no more tears, just that idea, no more tears. And so then she, I ended up, there was a young lady that she had given it to first that actually, started got the song going, but just like a short melody. And then she asked me to take it. Ronnie did, and I did it from there, and just added music and finished it all up. So it was a collaborative effort, but I ended up finishing it up, and that's the last song that you hear um, in the movie. So
Yes. Very, very impressive. Great, great song. No
thank
More Tears.
thank you. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful song.
yeah. And also, you also appear in front of the camera in the film.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I'm in the movie, and I have one of the prominent roles in the movie, and it's I love God because what He did is a lot of things that I have been going through, I was able to release while I was acting in that movie. So it was, yeah, a greasy, right. So it was great that I was just able to utilize the things that were going on in my life in this particular role that I had. So um you all, when Whispers comes out, you gotta watch, you gotta see it, and that's all I can really say about it. Nothing else. But when you hear about Whispers, you need to go and watch it. It's uh, Miss Ronnie did an amazing job on it, and then you'll get to hear the song "No More Tears" as well. But yeah,
Yeah, that would be great. Looking, it's definitely a great episode, and just as when it gets released, everybody should try to see it. So once
Yeah.
again, So once again, that's Ronnie Johnson Jones's project.
It
I'm
is.
gonna put her name up on the screen so people can search for her.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job telling this story.
Okay, let's see. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's Ronnie Johnson Jones. She's a filmmaker and the producer of Whispers.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
It's just, I think we've really covered a lot. I just feel like I just want people to know that you're not alone, and to just, if you want to release, if you find yourself being in a position where you want to move and you need a partner to help you to move, that could mean weight loss, that could mean um, moving forward in your careers. I have clients that they're really living it up. I mean, like, they're doing their careers. I'm so proud of them. And so if you have things that you're trying to do, and it just seems like you're not getting further, please reach out to me. Total discoveries for you at gmail.com. Or if you're saying, I want to be an actor, Hunt Film Productions, put that out there, and contact me, and let's talk, about what you're trying to do or your interests. Put some pictures, leave some pictures, attach pictures, and a resume and a reel, and let's talk. But there's no reason why you need to not be doing what you're called to be doing. The only thing you have to do is just take that first step, and that's just pretty much it. And I also want to give a shout out to Favor One uh, um, Enterprises. They are the company that you know produced Whispers. So, you know, they're another company that you can reach out to as well. I just want you to get out there. So that's what this is all about. Also, if you want to sing or whatever, you need to reach out to me as well. Total Discoveries for You at gmail.com. I'm here, ready to help you. I have helped other people, celebrities, and other people. I am not going to name their names because it's not necessary. Just if you need help, let's talk. Yes, let's talk.
Yeah, fantastic. So as I said, Total Discoveries for You, Hunt Film Productions, Favor One Enterprises, and can you mention you mentioned, and what's the Wix? Can you mention the Wix site website where people can see your bio and such?
Right now, you can go to, you should be able to go to changes at gmail.com. You should be able to come see that. You can also contact Favor One Enterprises, and you'll be able to see or contact Ronnie as well forward if if you want to have me do some concerts or things like that for you. You can contact uh, favor studios at gmail.com.
Okay, say Favor Studios.
At gmail.com.
Okay, .com. I hope I got this right. Let's see. Okay. Favor Studios, gmail.com.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to contact Ronnie, and you say, "Boy, I just enjoyed Swehla, and I want her to come and sing for us."
That's right. That's right. Mention where you found out about this information. Right here. It's part of Hashtag Creatives podcast.
That's right. That's right. I was listening to Alan's podcast. Support our number creatives. Just let Ronnie know, and I'm sure she's out here listening anyway, so she's gonna know. All you have to do is, in fact, you can just put a little chat right now, and I'm sure she'll see you. But that's really what it comes down to. It's a lot of information, so if you don't remember anything, if it's too much, if you're driving, you can't write it down. Just you can remember favorstudios@gmail.com. You can contact Ronnie Johnson Jones, and you can just be great that way. And if you want coaching, then Total Discoveries for You at gmail.com. But see, Ronnie knows all of this about me as well. So you can also just hit favorstudios at gmail.com.
Okay, cool. So favorstudios@gmail.com. Through that, and Ronnie, you'll be able to get to all the other things that you specialize.
Yeah, she knows them all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's one of them. Yes.
That's fantastic. I appreciate Ronnie for introducing me to you.
Oh yes, I do too. I appreciate you, Ronnie. This has been a blessing, and I'm very excited to work with you in more endeavors.
Yeah. Okay, so very good. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I hope that you can go back to some of my earlier episodes at Spotify, supporting Hashtag Creatives. So search for that on Spotify, and you can tune into all of my previous episodes, and of course, and we'll be having additional episodes coming up in the weeks to come, and I hope that we will see you here at this point. So with that, I'm going to thank once again Swehla for being on, and definitely looking forward to future great things coming from Swehla.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, all listeners, for tuning in.
Yes. I appreciate everybody that tunes in, and since this is going to be archived on Spotify, for example, don't forget to let everybody know about this. So I really appreciate that. So with that, I'll say thank you once again, Swehla, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay.